Okay, welcome back to our latest live stream. I hope you are having a good day today. And we have two severe thunderstorm warnings at the moment. For this one storm just to the south of Chariton. This is issued for 60 mile an hour wind gusts. We're going to have storms that are going to be start to develop, like this one near Unionville. Looks to have a decent hail core as it heads up to Centerville that could become severe one. There's also this one just south of Des Moines, which looks to be producing damaging wind gusts. And let's just go through today's risk. So we have an enhanced risk of severe weather today. Anywhere from Chicago back into places like Iowa City, Davenport, Rockford, and Dubuque. And a slight risk anywhere from Michigan going through into places like Chicago, all the way down past St. Louis into places like Indianapolis and Fort Wayne. If we look at today's main risk, that will be the tornadoes where we could see a strong tornado. We're going to at least see a couple tornadoes today. One of them could be strong. I'm not ruling that out yet. Um, so yeah, and there's a large 5% risk that goes back from South Michigan once again, all the way down to places like St. Louis, Des Moines, Milwaukee, and Chicago. So anywhere in this brown or yellow, potentially even the green section, we could see a couple of tornadoes, and one of these could be strong. The wind risk is also going to be one of the main risks, where damaging wind gusts could exceed over 70 miles an hour, potentially even 80. And once again, in this yellow region, we could also see some damaging wind gusts reaching up to 70, potentially 80 miles an hour. If we look at the hail risk is lower, but from the storms that are out there at the moment, we could see hail potentially reaching 2 inches as a max. If I quickly go through the latest model one, we see we've got storms firing up right around Des Moines, and they're going to move their way through this tornado watch, producing tornadoes, hail, damaging wind gusts. All of them are going to be possible today, and then they'll move through into South Michigan. So we're going to have a big day of storms today. We've already got some supercell initiation going on at the moment, some storms going up. So yeah, this was the warning that I was just talking about. I did say it did have a pretty good hail core on it. So for Centerville, 1 inch size hail, 60 mile an hour wind gusts. Let's actually see Storm Chaser Connor Crossview of this storm as he is in the vicinity in Melrose, Iowa. You can see that storm right there for you guys. It's got a decent structure to it. So I think he might be in for this storm. We've also got Storm Chaser Edgar O'Neill out there. Let's see what he's got. So that's gonna be storm in there, right where my cursor is, pretty much where those trees were just, where the trees were just not there. Um, we have Storm Chaser John White out there.
Precise location from Android Auto. Tap OK on your car's.
Just turn off the sound. That got this storm over here, so we've got a couple cells. These could easily go tornadic over the next half an hour or so. It's a very tornadic environment today. So yeah, any of these storms could quickly become tornadic. I don't think we have any imminent tornadic storms. Actually, this one over near Corden actually has some pretty decent rotation at the moment, as it tracks northeast. This storm is well just south of Des Moines. I wouldn't be surprised if that gets a severe warning on it. It looks to be producing that looks like 60 mile an hour wind gusts, maybe some smaller hail as well in there. Definitely something that we have to watch out for. And this red polygon that you are seeing at the moment is a tornado watch. So these are the probabilities for this tornado watch. The probability of 10 plus severe hail events is 40%. So even though our hail threat is lower than say yesterday, and it's not our main risk, we still have a 40% risk of 10 or more severe hail events. The probability of 10 or more severe wind events is 70% chance. Um, Hail exceeding 2 inches, we're not really going to be expecting this, but a 30% chance. A strong tornado, which is EFT plus, is a 40% chance. So there's a 40-60 chance that there's going to be a large tornado today. Wind exceeding 65 knots, once again, we're probably going to have this happen, 60%. Two or more tornadoes, 70%, so we're pretty much, we're likely to see a tornado today. Um, we're almost guaranteed, and then 6+ combined events is at 90%. All the counties are right here. Let me see. So we just got a new severe thunderstorm warning for the storm just to the southwest of Lamoni at the moment. Just to the north of Princeton, it's going to be producing 1 inch size hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. So we've got a couple storms out there. Let's remind ourselves of Edgar O'Neill's view. Got a very impressive sail just to the right of your screen there. Just leave it on his view for a sec. So we got a lot of storms that are going to be, or storm chasers, sorry, that are going to be coming up on these storms in the next couple of minutes, really. So you can see that, well, that storm over there, that is our severe one storm. Let's remind ourselves of Storm Chaser John White's view of this. Just to your left, the left of your screen at the moment would be where the main storm is. And let's go to Storm Chaser Connor Cross view, who's a little bit further away from the storm. You can see that in the distance at the moment. So yeah, once again we've got a severe thunderstorm warning for places like Cordon and to the northeast of Cordon, where 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts is going to be the main problem. For Centerville, 1 inch size hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. This storm over just south of Allerton and just to the north of Lineville, looking like 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and not really hail threat. And then the storm just to the south, just to the north of Princeton, 1 inch size hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. And we have a decent storm just to the south of Leon. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some small hail falling with that. We've got a lot of storm chasers out there at the moment over an hour. At least a dozen. Got a lot of storm chasers coming to the storm as well. So you've got a couple of storm chasers at Edgar O'Neill on this storm over near Cordon, but a lot of them are heading to this storm, which in the long term is going to be looking a little bit more tornadic than that other one. Although this one does have some rotation, or last time I checked it had some rotation. Very small amounts of rotation. But yeah, our tornado risk for today, I will just remind us, is a 10% risk. You can see here that yellow region is going to be where our greatest tornado risk is. So once these storms start to move into that region, is going to be when our main risk is going to be unfolding for tornadoes at least. And also, I will just quickly touch upon tomorrow's outlook while it's a little bit quieter. We have an enhanced risk for pretty much where these storms are. We've got a 5% tornado risk, if I remember correct, a 30% wind risk, and a 15% hail risk. I, 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 I didn't think I was gonna be able to. I didn't think I was gonna be able to remember those, but I did. So yeah, all of these risks. I don't think I'll be going live. We've got something with the family. It's on Friday, so I don't think we'll be live tomorrow. But yeah, tomorrow's threat is interesting. We may post a short on that as well. Let's remind ourselves of Storm Chaser Edgar O'Neill's view on the storm, and just to the north of, just the south, sorry, of Chariton. That'd be the storm right in the front of your screen. We're going to have a couple of storm chasers coming up to these storms in a little while, in about 10 minutes or so. Edgar O'Neill quickly approaching the storm. Got the storm just to the south of Lee, and I won't be surprised if it goes severe warned. We're reducing some hail. Storm over near Trenton looking quite interesting as well, starting to pop up. We are kind of in a radar hole with these storms. It's not really a good radar site like round here. This is our closest view of them. It's fine though, but I mean, it's kind of annoying. This is Storm Chaser Carmen Palermo's view of the storm. It's looking pretty windy. I don't know if that's just his camera or not, but that would be the storm right in front there. It's very shaky. So who will be coming through the storm? So all these storm chasers here, which are heading to this storm, they're gonna have to go through the storm to then most likely see whether a tornado would be right there. So they're gonna have to position themselves while here. This looks like the road that they're gonna take. So if there was a tornado, they'd probably just come out right where it would be. This storm over in Des Moines once again is still looking interesting. Let's see, this is Storm Chaser Jacob McClellan's view of the storm. I think he's a bit far out from the storm, so he will come up on the storm there in just a bit, if that's what he's chasing. I'm not sure. Let's have a look at Storm Chaser John White's view of the storm once again. Looks like the storm over to the left of your screen there where the house was. Impressive look there from John White. Oh yeah, so we did just get a severe thunderstorm warning like I anticipated for places like Des Moines, Altoona, just south of Newton for some damaging wind gusts, moving north, east-northeast. Storm Chaser Tornado pages view. You can see that storm in front of them at the moment. They are quickly approaching the storm. Very impressive looking storm. Got a little hail core as well just to the south of Centerville in those purples and reds, most likely. The storm over near Linville could try and it's definitely rotating a little bit right over Clio there. That could be something that we have to watch for in a little bit. This storm down near Princeton has got a decent hail core on it actually. And the purples there. At the moment. Got a lot of storm chasers coming down here. Carson Palermo, yeah. Oh, sorry, Carmen Palermo. I'm very sorry. He's going to the left here. He's turned to the southeast at the moment. Let's see whether Tornado Pagey drives to the south or goes with Carmen on the storm. Let's see Storm Chaser Edgar O'Neill's view, who's a little bit further out from the storm. Just to the right of your screen there would be the storm. Let's move that cursor. But we are up to 5 severe warnings at the moment. Probably something trying to come together right there. Do a couple little bits of rotation like that sort of line. See Tornado Pages view. They're going through the rain and possibly the hail in a little bit. See a little bit blustery out there. Some heavy rain. They're not in the thick of it at the moment, but I'm sure they'll start to see some hail in a little bit. Not much lightning with these storms. Kind of interesting. I don't have lightning detection on. But yeah, anyway, there isn't much lightning on this storm at least. Some hail now at the moment. One's updated. Not sure why though. Storm Chaser Carmen Palermo's view of the storm. It's looking to be slightly dying out, maybe recycling at the moment. So not looking like an imminent tornado risk. But it could definitely in the long term drop something. Still don't know why his camera's so shaky. I'm not too sure. Tornado Pages view of the storm. A little bit of moderate rain falling at the moment.
We're good.
Okay, we got our first tornado warning. This is the one where I said the most concerning rotation is. Just to the south of Cordon at the moment. With some decent rotation near Allerton. At the moment heading up into Cordon. This is a radar indicated tornado warning. There is not a guarantee that something's on the ground, but there is a tornado warning at the moment. Going into places like Cordon, so if you're on this warning, seek shelter immediately. I think some storm chasers I think they're just positioning. They don't really want to choose one of these two storms, so they're just trying to position here so they can have like multiple options if they want to. But yeah, that is our first tornado warning of the day. We covered yesterday's threat as well. I was surprised that we didn't see a tornado warning, but it never really got going whenever we were live, really. I actually don't like the lightning. I like it to like clean. So I think that looks cleaner than having the lightning strikes on it, in my opinion. There's another storm just firing up to the south of Princeton at the moment. Looking to be yeah, forming right there. You've just got a lot of storms that are developing rapidly. What was that? Since banged into my window. So yeah, this is strong rotation at the moment going over Allerton. I don't think that there will be a tornado on the ground as of right now. There is strong rotation. Um, so yeah, we're just gonna have to see. Just gonna have to have a little look in the future. This is heading up into Corridon over the next few minutes for reference. Let's see, we should hopefully have a new radar scan any moment now. With this rotation just to the southwest of Cordon at the moment. By the way, just before I fully devote myself to this coverage, I just want to mention we've got Storm Dave coming to hit the UK, which might be interesting. If we get that out there on Storm Chase on Saturday and Sunday, we will most likely be doing a video just like Storm Amy, a bit of a compilation of the storm, like what it produces, the damage and stuff. We're probably gonna post a short about it. Maybe not tonight, but tomorrow. Should be interesting. Anyway, Storm Dive. 60 to 70 mph wind gust. But anyway, we've got a tornado warning in Cordon, Iowa, so it's going to be more important. So this is what it says at the moment on this. Flying debris will be, move that down a little bit. So flying debris will be dangerous to these caught outside. So we caught without shelter. Mobile homes, sorry, will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely, and this is from radar indicated rotation. Hail is going to be up to 1 inch sized hail, so quarter sized hail. And this is a tornado warning for Central Wayne County in south central Iowa. It just got updated. Let's see Edgar O'Neill's view of this storm in Centerville at the moment. Near Centerville at the moment. Got a severe storm. We'll get to him in a little bit. Storm chaser tornado page, you would kind of be going through the hail at the moment. Or at least heavy rain. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't match up with the radar really, but got a lot of storm chasers just going up here, just to sort of have options. To say, I mean these storm chasers as well. They wanted, sorry about that. If they wanted to go for that storm, they could go for that storm. That storm down here, you know, there's lots of storms that they could go to. Just giving themselves options, which is smart. The storm near Princeton at the moment producing some 1 inch sized hail. Wouldn't be surprised if it's a little bit closer to 1.5 inch sized hail at the moment. But yeah, this is once again our main threat near Cordon at the moment. We have got strong rotation moving east northeast. Over the last scan there, it has slightly weakened, but still an imminent risk if it continues to potentially uptrend. This storm over near Centerville, which has kind of been our main storm, has got some decent-ish rotation on it. So yeah, realistically, any of these storms could produce a tornado today with the environment. If I didn't show you, there's a 10% risk of tornadoes today, and you're in that yellow area that you can see right now on your screen. If we take a look at the wind risk as well, a 30% risk, and this is a higher risk. Let's put back on the wind risk because I did that a bit quick, and that means that there is a enhanced risk of severe weather in places like Chicago, going into Iowa City and Davenport, uh, Milwaukee as well, included in this as well. But yeah, if you're on this warning, it's advised that you go somewhere. Well, you should. It's a dangerous situation at the moment, just as south of Corden. I'm kind of glad that there isn't a tornado on the ground because I think Corden's a decently populated city or town. It's not. It's not like the middle of nowhere, pretty much. It's quite nice to see our storms without radar on as well. But obviously, radar is what you would use. Storm Chaser Tornado page, you would kind of be in the hail at the moment. They aren't. The storm does look to be a little bit messy. I think it'll be off to the left of your screen if they're well, obviously there's a storm, but it'll be off to your left of your screen. Still got some rotation over Corridon. I wouldn't be surprised. This thing is mostly likely just recycling, and then it could drop a tornado as it goes up in confidence. Obviously, there's not a lot of confidence that it's going to do this. So if you are in confidence, I wouldn't have a lot of confidence of this dropping a tornado. If you are confident enough to want a tornado. And also for Promise City, there's nothing promised for you as well. Our storm over in Centerville just got updated. This could easily go tornado one. I won't be surprised. Decent rotation back there. This is Storm Chaser Nathan Moore with Storm Chaser IRL. Get to that, actually, we've got a new warning. Where the heck? This happened yesterday as well. I just covered this sort of area down near Baton Rouge, which I didn't think I was going to be covering, but in Clinton, 1 inch size hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. What risk are you under today? Yeah, just a general thunderstorm risk for you today. But yeah, I mean yesterday pretty much the same thing happened where those severe storms down there. Got like 3 or 4 severe warnings down there. It's a bit interesting. A lot of these storms have sort of formed together. If we take this back from the time that we sort of started to go live, see these are a little bit more discreet. Now this could kind of mean right now nothing major is going to quickly develop, but we start going a little bit later on, it kind of means that more significant storms may be possible because they were clustering together. They can all gain independence. So that's definitely something that you've got to watch out for. Decent rotation on the Centerville storm as well. Yeah, but once again, a tornado warning for Croydon. So just watch out. This storm will be rapidly going towards Promise City. we'll just quickly go through these warnings. So we've got a severe thunderstorm warning for places like Centerville or just northeast of Centerville at the moment, producing 1 inch size hail and 60 mph wind gusts. We've got this severe thunderstorm warning for places like Chariton and Corydon, where 60 mph wind gusts is going to be the main risk. But in Corydon as well, there is a tornado warning. This is a significant risk, so make sure to watch out. We just got a new severe thunderstorm warning, the triangle warning that you can see there. Actually, a perfect equilateral triangle there, so I can get my words out of there. 1 1/4 inch sized hail, so $1/2 sized hail. I once again wouldn't be surprised if maybe closer to 1.5 inch sized hail was falling, but there's also a tornado possible tag with this storm, so a tornado could be possible. We've got some interesting rotation over near Cleopatra at the moment, looking very similar to that one up near Corydon at the moment as well. So, I mean, this could definitely drop. A tornado. This maybe should go tornado warned. Um, the storm up near Des Moines looking a little bit more unorganised, but we will have some straight line winds heading their way into places like Newton and northeast of Des Moines, and some six and okay, and also 1 inch sized hail. So just below our equilateral triangle storm, we do have this um, rectangle shaped warning. Places like Cleopatra heading into Powersville at the moment. Sort of in the long term, this is heading for, well, Centerville really, where that other storm just went past. This is a tornado possible tag 1 inch sized hail and 60 mph wind gusts. And also, we do have that warning once again just to the north of Baton Rouge, a place I wouldn't think I would be covering today, but I am, with 60 mph wind gusts and 1 inch sized hail being the main concern. Definitely decent rotation with these southern storms. Let's just scroll that little bit better. On there, and then one with this storm as well. Got 3 areas of rotation to watch out. And storm chaser Carmen Palermo would be right on this at the moment. Sort of going through the heavy rain at the moment. If you look at Storm Chaser Tornado Page's view of this, you can see that if there was a tornado in the storm, that was kind of where it dropped. That's why you can see that rotation on radar. This is exactly what they're looking at the moment, so we've got to watch out for that as well. Got this decent looking storm heading into Albia. Conocroft's icon is directly over it, so I couldn't see there, but some rotation just to the east of Melrose at the moment. Could go severe warned. Holy prediction. So I just said that this storm could go severe warned, that it did near Albia, Iowa at the moment, kind of heading in the long-term direction, just to the south of Oskaloosa at the moment. 1 inch sized hail, 60 mph wind gusts, potentially a tornado in a little bit with this storm. So you're gonna have to see how it evolves. Decent rotation over Corydon at the moment. The confidence of this is kind of going down at the moment. Storm Chaser Tornado Page's view of the Centerville storm. Got some decent rotation. So hear what they're saying. Nice rotation there. Just a tornado. I'm looking for the map around.
Look at that.
Oh, I see. It's interesting right there moving.
So much motion. Neat.
This done just to the south of Corridon looks quite interesting. Some larger hail with this, and a tornado possible label as well. Oh, it's cold. Yeah, this would be our main storm over in Corridon at the moment. It does have a tornado warning on it. I think that was just one updating. Got the storm chaser horde out there. So yeah, a lot of these storm chasers are moving over to this storm. This has been having some decent rotation. It's quite discreet at the moment. So this storm chaser Ryan Skulls view of this at the moment. It's definitely looking ominous. Ominous over there. And this was for, once again, Albion. Yeah, Albia, sorry, not Albion. Storm chaser kind of cross view of this. It's definitely an interesting storm, possibly the most interesting storm that we see. If you look sort of like to the left central side of your screen, that's where, if there was a tornado, I'd be betting on it being there. Definitely looking interesting at the moment. This storm over near Des Moines as well just got a tornado possible tag on it. So in place at Monroe, there could be a tornado risk developing a little bit. Let's actually go back to Storm Chaser Ryan Skulls view of the storm in Albia. Let's see Storm Chaser Tornado Page's view on the storm in Unionville. I'm not looking that interesting at Storm Chaser Edgar Neal out there. Pretty decent little storm over to your right. I don't know whether this will maintain its severe status as it moves sort of into Ottawa. This storm in the long term though will, if it doesn't die off, will get in the way of this storm, which is looking pretty tornadic. They'll possibly make sort of a storm on a meteor. Let's see Storm Chaser Canyon Colton's view on the storm a little bit further away. That's okay. We can look at Storm Chaser Canyon Cross view of the storm. You can see that storm right there. I'm actually going to leave this on for a little bit. It's quite an impressive shot with the water tower in the shot there. This is Storm Chaser Connor Cross view. And a lovely view of the storm. That's lightning that. Storm Chaser Ryan Skull a little bit closer to this storm just to what was that? Storm Chaser Tornado Page kind of going around the storm at the moment. Kind of interesting at the moment. Storm Chaser Nathan Moore as well, heading up to the storm. Got a nice view of it. Just left of your screen there. Got some nice scud. Just to your left of your screen. A little bit of low hanging clouds, is kind of what scud is. This does look to be one of the biggest storms that we've seen, at least from Storm Chaser's POV. Possibly not in terms of a radar point of view, but definitely interesting. Impressive view there. Actually, go back to the storm in Missouri at the moment. No. So let's go back down to the storm just north of Baton Rouge. Let's see where I can find where that is. In Louisiana at the moment. In Clinton. Decent decent storm. Producing 1 inch size tail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts for that one. Let's get back up to this risk. See Storm Chaser kind of cross view of this. He's driving quite far away from the storm, so we can put on Cannon Carlton's view of this. He did have a really good shot just to the left of your screen there for a moment. Yeah, that's an impressive storm right there. Could be a tornado producer. Definitely could be. This view is once again from Cannon Carlton. Just to let you guys know. I'm also pretty sure that this is the storm that Reed Timmer's on at the moment, so quite interesting. So let's check the rotation of these storms. So the one is Centerville at the moment. Wow, this has got a pretty decent rotation. This Edgar O'Neill, Storm Chaser Edgar O'Neill, let's get that correct, is on this storm. Decent rotation, not much that I can depict from that. This storm just south of Chariton, or just south of Corydon. Decent rotation just to the north of Powersville, sort of over Seawall at the moment. But this storm over at Albia is going to be the most concerning at the moment. Let's see. Storm Chaser Ryan Scarsview. He needs to have a backward facing camera. Connicroft, I think he does have a backward facing camera. Yeah, he does. Unless he's just reversing really fast. I guess we won't know. Brilliant little storm over to your left there. Really nice structure to it as he goes around that bend. It's got a new severe thunderstorm one. This is going to be a continuation for this one near Ottumwa. And this does have a tornado possible label on it, so I am actually quite strong rotation here. That's not how you do that. So strong rotation, or decent rotation, should I say actually. Edgar O'Neill's is currently going through the hail, or the heavy rain, sorry, at the moment, with this storm. And just give me a sec, I just have to go down to get myself another bottle of water. This is Storm Chaser Nathan Marshall. released got a new warning for Unionville for 1.5 inch sized hail and 60 mile/hour wind gusts. So this has been our biggest storm for hail. This is actually a really decent looking storm. Quite a large hail core over near Ravagna at the moment. But yeah, once again, I will just leave you with Storm Chaser, Cannon Carlton's view. Wait, let me just double check. This is Storm Chaser, Nathan Moore's view. I will leave you with that.
I got 1.25 80 severe on that storm to your north. They put a new severe on storm to your east. That's moving northeast at 45, 60 mile per hour winds. Small hill. Tornado possible on it now. Should be coming up 34 here pretty shortly.
So doing some homework, Nathan. Once you get up to Eddyville or close to it, road network's meh. So it'd be best for you to just, if things get hairy, just turn around and go back
South
on that.
Main Street and then turn left. In 600 feet, turn right onto South Florence Street. Turn right onto South Florence Street and then turn right. Continue on Pratt Road for about 9 miles.
And the storm north of you is tornado possible. Just updated the warning, 6 mile per hour
But yeah, once
winds,
again,
quarter size hail.
from Nathan Moore. So they're just running to go grab something. You can possibly hear it now. Why are these things so loud? I thought I'd get something quiet and it's so loud. One and a half inch sized hail just to the west of Unionville at the moment. Let's see Edgar and Neil's view on the Ottombra storm. And Nathan Moore's view.
I zoomed out, looked at velocities on everything, and the best velocities is these two storms.
Now, reminds me, let's have a look at the velocities. Yeah, decent velocities. We've had these two storms. Storm Chaser Cannon Carlton view.
I'll send you 15.
And a backward facing camera. Let's see Cannon Quaff view. I think he's going to be a little bit far away, but. Yeah, so check in with Ryan Skull. By the way, I'm pretty sure we had a mesoscale discussion for floods. We did. So yeah, I'm pretty sure they might be so yeah, there's actually me flooding. So you can see that on Storm Chaser. Edgar O'Neill's really there. Was some decent flooding. So yeah, just watch out if you're in, especially in that mesoscale discussion. And also, we have this winter storm at the moment. Actually, it's quite a big storm, winter storm. So you can see all that freezing rain there. This is why the mesoscale discussion got issued. I'm pretty sure up to an inch of rainfall, or sorry, freezing rain. Let's have a look. Okay, perhaps in excess of a tenth of an inch. Not quite what I was saying. I definitely over exaggerated that. Just a little bit, just a wee bit. Oh, why is my throat so sore from that? What did they put in that stuff? Some decent hail on this storm as well. Some chase that Edgar O'Neill's going into the storm at the moment. Definitely a nice looking storm. Pretty good storm. This storm in Unionville is still going to be producing the largest hail. 1.5 inch sized. But this is really weird, sort of like hail I call about here. It's very skinny. And most, if you look in the very, I'll actually move up. If you look, the hail, it will sort of go from yellow to orange to red then purple. But this one just goes from yellow straight to purple. It's quite interesting to see that quick transition from rain to hail. See Carmen and Palermo sort of in the thick of the storm. Some heavy rain. And we got a tornado warning. Okay, so on the Artoon West Storm, there's now a tornado warning. This really wasn't looking that tornadic 20 minutes ago, but it's rapidly got together now, producing some decent rotation. Edgar O'Neill, Storm Chaser Edgar O'Neill, is coming up to this. But if you are in this warning, remember, sea shelter. Ottumwa is quite a populated city, so definitely a concern there. Hopefully something doesn't drop. There could be something on the ground. You can see the velocity, potential little CC drop. It's kind of hard to point out there. And all of the storm chasers have sort of been like this. So they were down here at Centerville. Let's see what that is. See, a lot of storm chasers were down in Centerville for pretty much chasing this storm right here. They sort of repositioned up here. Then they went down to this storm, which was this storm. This storm right here was this storm. Then they went up here, and then now they're going back to this storm. If that makes sense. Decent hail on this as well. Edgar O'Neill shot of the storm. He's certainly racing to get to the storm. Big hail there with the storm. Storm at Albi has kind of lost its strength. See cannon carts through this. Mine skull view. Let's see Cunning Cross view. He's a little bit far out from the storm. So that's going to be the long shot of that to your left of your screen there. Let's see Storm Chaser Carmen Palermo as well. It's going through the worst of the rain at the moment, it looks like. Got some decent winds in there at the moment as well. I think this is one for 60 as well. 60 mile an hour wind gusts. Yeah. Yeah, but decent rotation with the storm. Broad area. Got the storm chaser group up here. And we're trying to go down here to watch if there's a tornado over that. Storm chaser Nick Gorman's view of this. Actually a really nice view. Let me see what that was. This is Storm Chaser Tornado Page's view. A little bit further out, let's put on this view of Nick Gorman's view. Decent decent formation though. Jeez, he nearly went off the road, what the freak? Bro, he keeps on nearly going off the road. That was not funny. He nearly just went off the road. Really nice looking storm though. This was Nick Gorman's view of this storm once again. Just got loads of storm chasers. Let me see, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 out there. And then 16 if you include people who aren't live on this. Storm Chaser Brandon Kopeck is probably on the storm. Just with weather wise, Reed Timmer's most likely on the storm, so we've got a lot of storm chasers. Storm Chaser Tornado Page's view of the storm at the moment. Nice looking storm to the bottom left of their screen. Of your screen, sorry. And that will be... I'm not sure what that was, but we'll have a look at Storm Chaser Edgar O'Neill's view. A decent view. It's a little bit pixelated, so we can't really fully see. Nick Gorman had a good view a little bit ago. You can see that that storm there. By the way, thank you to everyone that's watched my arena video. And for the one guy that commented, thank you very much. Thank you. So I was literally just going to look at something. But yeah, brilliant storm by the way. Sorry, I wasn't even paying attention. But yeah, a really good storm now. Yeah, it is looking really good actually. Just to the left there, very ominous skies. By the way, let's see whether our El Reno video can get to 50 views. It's currently at 41. All we need is 9 more legends to click on the video. And while you're there as well, hit that red button. I'm not even gonna name it. You all know what it is at this point. This is such a large hail core. How is this 1¼ inch size tower? To me, this looks like 2 inch, but I mean, maybe not. Especially whenever you see the blues. Edgar O'Neill's view. Storm Chaser Carmen Paloma's view as well. Don't know why his feet's so shaky all the time. Look, you can see there, so this is going to be the hail, and then we've got a scatter spike coming out of this storm. Now, that's not going to be raining now, okay? That is because the hail is causing a scatter spike. I mean, that's going to have to be issued for larger hail, surely. We have a scatter spike with it. You don't normally see this. Only the storms which are going to be producing the largest hail have this sort of scatter spike on them that you can see right there on radar. You don't want to be in this hail core. I'll tell you that much. Storm Chaser Tornado's Tornado Page's view of this. A lovely view of the storm, actually. Absolutely cracking view of the storm. Yeah, really good view there at the top of your screen. We still have a scatter spike. We've got a couple scatter spikes. Or two. That is a couple, but we also have some cells. This one's down. Isn't it? It's actually so small. Yeah, we have got some decent cells starting to fire up. Well, not starting to, but they have been getting going over the last little while now. But once again, we have a scatter spike. So the radar, let me just see. So Centerville, you're now under a severe. Oh, that's what happens whenever you go live 2 days in a row. But yeah, we have this storm over near Centerville, 60-mile-an-hour wind gust and less than an inch-sized hail. This is going to be your second storm of today. We did have this storm pass through, and then this one up here. But yeah, so if you guys want to, you can learn more about radar. But the radar is shooting out beams, and because the hail reflects it so much, it causes a scatter spike to come off. Because it doesn't really know what's happening over here because of all the hail. So that's why that happens. In terms of velocities and a tornado potential, I think it's definitely down a little bit. John White would be under the rotation at the moment. It doesn't look like there's that much there. Storm Chaser Nick Gorman got a nice view of this storm. Just rolling in at the moment. I've just run out of water, so once again I'll have to go down and just give me like literally 30 seconds. I can actually put on.
Yeah, this is our backyard.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So
Okay.
What's up?
this is what we're used to. See kind of a bowl there?
Yeah, that's what we were looking at right there. It's just a little bit rain wrapped.
Yeah.
Maybe we're hoping it'll clear out in a second. Then
I think we need to go.
yeah, I was gonna backtrack that way from the hail.
East, that's where I'm going now.
Yeah.
I'll see you out there.
Yep. See ya. Good luck.
Thank you.
Yep.
sorry about that. What a lovely view that Nick Gorman has here. Yeah, what's Nick Gorman?
Oh, it's Brad.
Like he was giving
The
some
PDS store right
insight.
there?
No, he's going that way.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the PDS store. It did look so sad.
I'm going this way and not in the hill.
That is not one. Don't go in the hail. How has this not been upgraded for larger? It has, to be honest. 1.5 inch size tail. We've not really been paying attention to these other storms. This one at Albia, it's kind of had a merger, so it's not really doing as well. This storm near Centerville is just some 60 mile/hour wind gusts. This one down near Unionville, 1.5 inch sized hail. Sorry. It's a little bit laggy. Oh, so sorry about this, guys. Just give it a sec. It should sort itself out. It's not optimal, how it is. And we did just get a new tornado warning. This was a continuation, but now it's for 2 inch sized hail. Lime sized hail is now falling with this storm, as it moves its way northeast. You don't want to be caught up in the hail. John White looks to be kind of near the hail core at the moment, but doesn't seem to be getting any. My throat is sore. See Tornado Page's view of the storm. Ridiculously loud. I'm sorry for everybody's eardrums just then. They probably weren't happy. Got the semi truck there with some spraying water behind it. But yeah, 2 inch sized tail at the moment. That's not something that you want to mess around with necessarily. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I was just making sure that we didn't have any other storms, and I was just oblivious to them. Alright, so Retimo is on the storm. He doesn't come up on the radar Amiga, but yeah, he is on the storm. This is the hail.
Right there. Yikes. It is bright white.
Yeah, that is a lot of hail falling out of that.
Still don't see it.
Pretty sure there should be a decent sized hail though. In this 2 inch sized hailstorm. Vince Walty would actually be in the hail core. This is a beautiful view. Just saw the lightning that I'm pretty sure. Oh, he's turning now. Oh, we just had the brilliant view of that storm. You gotta go because the hail is gonna be coming quick. Same with Chronic Craft. Or maybe it's not.
Trying to beat this.
Storm Chaser Vince Walty. That's a brilliant view of the storm. I will just check other people's view before we
Fields.
the page there. Nick Gorman had an John White currently heading to the east. Carmen Palermo. I'm not sure. It's not seeming to be loading. Connicroft could easily get it.
There we go, guys. Should be punching out of this rain if we. Gonna be over there. Gonna be camera 3. Gonna be off to our right. Should be camera 3.
And we have once again another scatter spike from the storm. Let's see Ryan Scully's view of the storm. And there is actually a 1-inch size hail report coming out of Otaruma at the moment. 1 inch, and the source is public. Is the public. That's Vince Walty's view of this storm. A really nice view there. Decent, actually, really quite nice rotation on there. Let's do Storm Chaser Cannon Carlton. I nearly forgot his name there. I pretty much know every one of their names at this point. It's one kind of cross view.
Anything? Buried rain?
Yeah, it's also just kind of far back there. So,
Alright, we're done. I guess
it's not that it's buried in rain, it's the fact that there's rain in the front of it.
Storm Chaser Tornado, pages view of this. Okay, I'm going to turn it on, so just turn down your volume. 3, 2, 1.
Look at that. Grungy thing.
Yeah, a large scatter spike. We have a right around a 8-mile scatter spike at the moment. 2-inch size tail. Connicroft might be in this at the moment. I'm not sure though.
there's not much.
Moment. Some she said Nick Gorman's view. I'm gonna turn this with the most epic shot that you've ever seen. It's not a bad shot. Ryan Skull, if he continues on this road, he will be in the hail. I'm going to turn it on 3 seconds. Get your volume down.
Windshield, please. I do not want you broken yet. Oh boy. I'm not really mad about doing it, but I don't want to do it yet. Encouragement for the windshield! Encouragement for the windshield in the chat right now. We need as much encouragement for the windshield as possible.
I think everyone needs to go over to talk about his windshield. I mean, yeah, this is insane. This guy's spike. Kind of crossplay some decent health, so. Let's see what Ryan Skull's going.
Like Rocky would say, words of encouragement. Here we go, chat. Oh boy. Oh, there's big hail. Oh boy. I just saw golf balls. I just saw golf balls on the road. Oh, this is gonna be fun, chat. Oh, goodness gracious. Hold on. Many words of encouragement.
Got any warning? I think that was just one shrinking. We'll go back to him in just a sec. You got a kind of cross view of this storm. A little bit further out.
God! Windshield still intact, chat. Big hail falling though.
All it needs is one. All it needs is one.
Wind shift.
Not liking the chance. I've got plenty of yeah, this isn't really what you want to be driving into, but I'm just really north of Aruna and just north of Indian Hills College is at 2-inch size tail at the moment, so a hen egg size tail there, about half an hour ago. Or 18 minutes ago from this same storm, so.
Trouble seeing on the road now.
He's kind of moving with kind of like the worst bet, because he's trying to travel this way, but then the storm's kind of moving that way, so it's kind of moving with him, the hail core. Let's have a look at kind of cross view of the storm. Nice view of it there. Storm Chaser CJ's Eagles view. It's the first time looking at his view tonight. Got that nice view of the storm. Let's see, we've got Storm Chaser Cannon Colton in the hail at the moment. It's all about this storm at the moment.
Now. All good, all good. I see clearing in front of me right now. See clearing in front of me. I think we're gonna make it out alive, chat. We're gonna make it out! We're gonna make it out! Woo! Let's go! We're gonna make it out!
One Skull's windshield had come out top to that hailstorm.
We're gonna make it out! Windshield unscathed!
Probably have a couple of dents in it, but
Scarier bezel on it on radar about 20 minutes ago.
Richland. With this environment, you would think that this would be able to get it done sooner rather than later. Welcome in, everybody.
So let me just go through the warnings. So we've got one in Centerville for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, and this one down in Unionville for one inside town 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. These pop-up cells could start to become a little bit more tornadic. So it most likely won't just be the storm that's tornadic. Such as Cannon Carlton, taking the same path as Ryan Skull. A little bit later. No hail, I wouldn't have thought. Vince Waltey's view of the storm, a lovely view of it actually. A lovely jubbly view. Really impressive shot there, Vince Waltey on the Radar Amiga app. See Ryan Skulls, you know that he's come out. I don't think he'll...
Gosh, look at that RFD wrap around the circulation.
More hail.
Rear flank downdraft. Wind's wrapping around the circulation right now. Come on, dude. Keep going. Keep going. We're almost out of it. Just keep going, buddy. Come on. You gotta have confidence here. Our rotation is extremely rain wrapped right now.
So now he really has a good view of it. It's just so rain wrapped at the moment. I mean, guess where it's going to be pretty much.
11 miles.
As good as mine, but did they update the SBC Outlook or not? But yeah, once again, if you guys literally just joined us, we do have an enhanced risk. So these storms are just making it into the enhanced risk. I mean, it just shows that we're nowhere near the kind of like the peak of this event. Tornado risk is a 10% risk. You can see we've only realistically used up that amount of it at the moment. We still got a long afternoon, evening ahead. And wind risk, we have a large wind risk and a large 15% hail risk. The hail risk is mostly going to be for these first storms. And let's also look at the model one. Let's not look at that model one. Let's look at the HRR instead. Always the best model. Well, isn't always. Most of the time it is. So it's a lot of storms here going to be developing. Maybe some in the southern side of this tornado warning, actually. Or tornado watch, sorry. Let's see this. Yeah, but we do have some decent fizzes, bubblers just to the south of Burlington at the moment. This could become more severe. Storm Chaser Cannon Comet interviews, just going through the rain at the moment. 3, 2, 1. Your sound is going to get really loud. It didn't. Storm Chaser Carmen Palermo, who's sort of Stockton, Ottawa. Yeah, having to play catch up. Storm Chaser, Storm Runner Media, so got a longer shot of this, as well as Freddie McKinney. A little bit of a longer shot. Edgar O'Neill's also trying to go for the storm. And so is Nathan Moore. We have 2 warnings at the moment, but this has kind of been like a big rush. By the way, I think after this, Sal kind of goes into Washington. I'm kind of going to guess a lot of storm chasers are going to come down for these storms. Are really starting to get going now. Some chasers got held up there. Not really got much yet. Kind of Croft here. Storm chaser Nick Gorman. View of the storm. Match Archer's view. Sorry. Sorry, I'm really sorry. CJ Ziegler's view. This is Jacob McKillen's view. Sorry, I've got the hiccups. Right, okay, I think I should just put on a feed and then just shut up for a couple of minutes.
Yeah, I'm starting to think now that we approach that turn to go north out of Richland, I just might have to go all the way to Washington.
That's why we're staying ahead of it. Chaser traffic, fast storm motions. I've played this game before.
To the east to get up there.
Played this game before.
I'm on with how slow these go.
Oh shoot. That car is blocking my view. That white car. These guys are flying. There's a lot more chasers out here than I expected today. But should have known, guys. Be a lot more chasers than we always expect. Hey, turn that camera on and make sure it's on the 4K, 60 FPS.
4K 60 FPS. Our only other severe warning is for this one is Centreville. Producing damage in wind gusts. But I mean, those storms have kind of outlived their stay. Kind of. They're starting to die down. These are the new cool kids in the school, I guess. These ones were cool at one time. Some of them are still kind of carrying on the legacy. Could still make a comeback. These guys are just exploding in popularity at the moment. You know, potentially everyone's going to go for them. So yeah, that's how you should look at it. Golf ball size tail now in the storm, so downgraded from 2-inch. This is Storm Chaser Cannon Colton's view. Let's have a look at TJ Ziegler's view. Really nice view there. So yeah, a lot of storm chasers. Pretty much what I'm trying to say is a lot of storm chasers will most likely go down to these southern storms. And storm media on the storm.
What do you think, Corey? That wall cloud just already north of us and very healthy looking.
Yeah, definitely a lot of people out today, Chad.
Feature on the south side.
Now imagine if this was Oklahoma or Kansas. Yeah, if it was Oklahoma, Chad, it'd be a lot better. Worse. Or a lot worse. Yeah, in terms of people out, you know. It's still moving northeast. It hasn't fully eclipsed the eastward movement yet. It might never move really much east. I don't know. So today's one of those days we don't have to worry about tornadoes shifting path or occluding on us. Tornadoes are going to relatively move in just a straight line today. So we're going to be able to very safely intercept as long as they're not rain wrapped.
Good guys. Storm Chaser Ziegler, CJ Ziegler's view. Very interested in that part of the storm there. Max Archer is facing that way. I don't know if he's going to be directly intercepting or whether he's just facing that way just to get pictures. Let's give it a second, see whether it wants to reconnect. Or whether it just doesn't. It looks like it doesn't want to play ball. Might want to play NFL instead. It does want to play NFL instead. Or it doesn't. Okay, I can't think of another sport for it to play. So yeah, I think a lot of Storm Chasers are just going to go down to these storms. These are like the new cool kids in town. They're starting to kind of explode pretty much. These over the next hour or two will most likely pretty much explode. You can take my word for that, and there's some strong rotation on the storm. Definitely still like, it's still a bit of a decision. Would you rather get a like an imminent tornado? Would you rather sort of play the long game and go down to those storms? Kind of a Storm Chaser Ryan Score's view. Windshield did hold up by the way.
It's exactly what it looks like. Yeah, it's rotating strongly up there. Come on, we need to get through town. There might be a tornado dropping up there, and I don't know. Come on, dude. Come on. Go. That rotation on the last scan was nuts.
It was actually pretty interesting. Ryan Score's different with this storm. Maybe I just need to close this. Damn it. Seems if I do that actually works. I know it's open on the Microsoft Store. I don't want to save. Strong velocity with this, yeah, I mean.
Imminent at the moment. There's a wall cloud right there, right there, right there. Literally looking right there. That's going to be exactly where it is. Looks pretty weak at the moment. Right there. That's a stupid thing in my way, though. Are you kidding me? No tornado. Just keep blasting north on this road, though. Keep blasting north on it.
I don't know why the counter says 3 severe. It should just be 1, so.
It might be wrapped in rain, actually. It might be even further back.
Like cancelled a little bit early. I'm not sure it really likes to notice that kind of. Some storms are going through Chicago at the moment. Main risk might be 40-mile-an-hour wind gusts, possibly at max. So definitely got some interesting rotation. Let's see Storm Chaser Conan Colton to be on this. Just to the left of his screen there. So a lot of Storm Chasers are going to be going down to these storms near like Fort Madison, as they are kind of exploding at the moment. See, they've got some decently high echo tops on them.
It's going north.
Really nice view.
That's, I don't know, I don't think I saw anything. Looked sus there for a second. Looks a little too elevated for that to happen.
Still strong rotation.
Dang! Be pretty much to our north.
Sounds like me, to be honest, in the morning.
344. So it would be wrapped in rain.
hour or two, and also not hour, we'll most likely just be live for the next half an hour. It's coming up to 10 o'clock where I am, so we are most likely going to have to stop the stream quite relatively soon. We still have lots of storms here, we still have lots of time left to cover, so yeah.
Of us. Man, this thing's a freaking monster storm. I can't even believe it, dude. Look at the view in front of us right now. Goodness gracious, man. This thing is a monster storm.
Let's see. Storm and Media is going to
It's definitely not a wall.
It's not, okay. CJ Ziegler's view of this storm, you can see that lovely wall cloud. It's not lovely, it looks quite menacing. And the view from Cannon Colton is just a little bit behind Ryan Scott.
Picked the right storm today, and that's what matters to us. It's not always going to be perfect storm chasing, but we picked the right storm today. Somehow, barely too, actually. But
Still has made the right calls today, to be honest with them. Some really nice rotation. See what storm went in media view.
Direction.
Nice, looks like a nice day out there. It isn't. Centerville, still got that severe one warning for you. It's going to be heading into Bloomfield.
Should be a road up here. Come on, stream. Got this, man. I think it's on the road before. Yeah, it should be paved. I'll take that first. Should have a road in a mile. We're gonna go east. Road in 1 mile, head east. Hail falling around the RFD again.
Before large hail, by the way. We've got these new poppers actually going up, which these look to be the main threat, in my opinion, over the next couple hours. This one still is the most imminent. It's just that those ones.
I hope a lot of them pull over so they're up.
I really wouldn't be surprised.
Is the one at the front of this.
Amaze, amaze, amaze!
still nothing confirmed as of yet. We did get a 1.2 inch sized hail report in just to the northeast of Hedrick, which is south of Sigourney. If I could click on it, 1.25 inch, 4 miles to the west northwest of Ollie, and it was submitted by the public. We had our largest hail down here, Ottawuna, right around 9:19. Oh, that's my time, but that was about 30 minutes ago. I think 34 minutes ago. I don't know how to work that out precisely, but I guess I did. I've got a back-facing camera, so maybe a little bit hard for him.
Stay on. What? I don't want panoramic mode? What do you mean? Dude, why the hell would it just go into panoramic mode? You need to unscrew it for me. Piece of shit.
A lot of storm chasers are going to be going with this storm, and they're going to be kind of positioning for these poppers coming up here. By the way, new tornado warning will most likely be issued. Does CJ Zealer got a back-facing camera? He does.
I don't think this works, but oof. It does work. I can zoom in. Oh my god, that's actually super helpful. What the heck? Digitally zooming in on my thing, and I hope that shouldn't be doing anything. So, like, I think in theory, right behind us would be where it would pop, but. Now we can make our speed back.
Let's go back to Connor Cross view.
A good view of it here. Stopping for a railroad.
I'll just quickly run through which ones that are. So if you look at mesoscale discussions, we've got this one right here, which is the tornado watch. We also have this one sort of like in Memphis, places like that, where there's a possible severe watch for some tornadoes, hail and wind, so possibility there. Let's check out the storm near Poplar Bluff, sorry, jeez. That one's facing south. Let's see if this one's facing east. It's facing north, not ideal. Is this one facing south? Let's have a look. So we actually got a new warning. I think that'll just be a continuation, yeah. Storm still keeping strong. By the way, we also do have a precipitation, so a flood, mesoscale discussion, and then freezing rain. Mesoscale discussion. Keep on accident to him, not enough. But yeah, we most likely be live for the next couple of minutes, but I'll just sort of round it off. So we're going to continue to see lots of storms moving east across Iowa. This one near Iowa City and Kelowna looking like the most interesting one at the moment. These storms near Burlington are starting to really start to organise more. These will most likely be the next sort of tornado producers. We have storm chaser Rob out there, possibly going for these storms. And then once again, there's a growing risk sort of near Memphis and places like that. Just north of Memphis, Poplar Bluff. I always say that Poplar Bluff. some interesting storms. So we're gonna have to watch that. But yeah, still an enhanced risk, 10% risk of tornadoes. To y'all. So that's a hail risk. I mean that's the categorical, tornado, wind, hail, wind, tornado, and categorical. Still decent rotation on the storm. Got a lot of storm chasers sort of looking from a longer distance. Nice view there from Freddie McGee.
It's only going to be...
But I think unfortunately that is going to conclude this stream. I really hope that you guys stay safe if you're out there in the risk area today. Tomorrow's risk is a similar risk, just a little less of a tornado risk. We unfortunately won't be going live. We've got something that we're going to be doing tomorrow, or I've got something that we're going to be doing tomorrow that I'm going to be doing tomorrow. I can't say that right. But yeah, lots of storms out there, tornado warning. Most likely going to be a couple tornadoes out of this. So yeah, and by the way, the enhanced risk is going to be pretty much the same areas as these storms are in today, actually. So yeah, this is our pretty much perfect circular risk tomorrow. We have a 5% tornado risk tomorrow, a 30% hail risk, and so that was the wind risk, and then a 15% wind hail risk. We will be posting a short on that, but yeah, these storms are really starting to intensify. This tornado warning is interesting. We just got a new severe thunderstorm warning in Marengo. But yeah, so this is for 60-mile-an-hour wind, 1-inch sized hail, and it has a tornado possible tag as it's stood head up into Iowa City and Cedar Rapids. So yeah, 2 interesting storms to watch out there for. But thank you guys so much for watching my coverage, and I will see you all in the next one.
Waiting on Christmas?
Do you want to see a tornado or not, Bob?
We waiting on Christmas?